Welcome to another video from the farm. It's been a bit hot for me to be working outside today, but I thought this would be a good opportunity to do a full review of how well my little robot mower has been working his little butt off, even in this extreme heat. This is a LUBA 2 mower from Motion. Now, I'm doing this video as a good little review for it because I've had it a couple of months now and I've been running it fairly continuously on a little small patch. Where you can see here it's fairly nice and mowed, but I have just over the last, like I say, day or so, been expanding its area, and I've moved the actual charging location of it. Now, I thought that could be a bit of a ball ache, but setup is dead easy. Even if you set it up once, easy enough to set it up again. It's got this front push bar protection thing, so it won't run into anything and cut anything up unnecessarily on your lawn too. And as you can see on the top there, it's got a little POV camera, so you can watch it mowing your lawn when you're not even home. I have to say though, this is fairly entertaining. I've been getting a bit sucked into it, watching it every now and then. Let me know in the comments below if you'd like to see a live stream of the mower. As you can hear, it's grinding away at these little tough stubs of some reed I've got here. I've just dropped the mower height to cut 20 centimeters lower, 22 centimeters lower, should I say, 20 mil lower. And I've already given it one pass over today. Everything is run through the Motion app, basically. As you can see, I've set up an area. There's a little charging station. And you pretty much just press whatever height you want it to cut at and go once you've mapped the area. Mapping it couldn't be simpler either, really. You basically take control of it with this, using it like you would any kind of remote control car, drive it around the perimeter of the area you want to cut, and then press OK. And pretty much marks out the area and we'll start cutting there and then. If you've done what I've done and you want it to be slightly off the area where you're cutting, you basically just then create a little extra channel which takes 2 seconds. Again, it's all little push buttons on the bottom, gives you all the options when you're doing it. And it took me maybe 5 minutes to set this up when I moved it earlier. Obviously most people want to see what the actual cut looks like. As you can see here, really dry, arid grass at the minute. We've had no rain in months, and it's still cutting stripes in it. Even on the thicker stuff, still cutting nice stripes in. As you can see, this is second pass over this area, and it has thoroughly mullered most of this. Let's have a look at the edge. I'll just show you what it was like. So I trimmed it all, and it was all thick hay almost, you'll call it, on the top. But it's mulched it all down, and now there is barely any evidence of dry grass on the top. Maybe a little bit here, look. I'm just going to walk back to the shade because this heat is killer, which is primarily why I'm doing this video today, because when it's this hot, you don't want to be doing nothing. But it is the perfect weather for mowing, and that's where this robot has come into play smashingly. Now, when I was mowing the small patch with this, it's taken it just over an hour, almost 2 hours to do it, when if I was doing that myself, it would take about 45 minutes. So it takes a little while longer if it's doing it itself than it would a person. But that's 45 minutes that I've gained back not having to mow that lawn once a week, twice a week over the summer period. Now, this thing is capable of doing about 5,000 square meters in total, which would pretty much take it all day, I imagine, including charging. And that's a hell of a big area. That's literally over 10 times the size of this lawn. And this is a really big lawn. This, but the kids have football games on here and stuff. It's massive. So probably 2 or 3 times the size of a normal lawn. Again, if you're going to get one of these, only really need one if you've got a lot of mowing to do, but it is going to save you a hell of a lot of time. So all in all, easily 2 or 3 days worth of work this is saving me over a 6-7 month period during the summer when I'd usually be cutting this area. Now, the other thing people will want to know, I guess, is can it deal with rough terrain? Now, I'll try and make you understand there, but that is quite a divot, and it navigates that no problem. As you can see, it's cut a nice path all over it. We've got loads of little holes all over the place, really, on this lawn. That one's, look at that, it's quite deep. My shoe's right in there, and it's navigated over all of them, no problem at all. When we first started mowing this, I've done a short couple of videos on it, but we had molehills all down this bottom end, and as you can see, they are no longer there. It's pushed all them out of the way. It does have some negatives, though, and that is primarily big holes. It doesn't like it. If it catches its edge and it's only got 3 wheels spinning, it does struggle sometimes. This area I've got here where the kids play football on, I top off with the mower on the tractor, but this has got quite a few big holes in it because we used to run chickens and pigs on this area. So there's quite a few divots. It's not perfectly level, and pretty much if it gets caught on anything long or any kind of divot on here, it's been getting stuck. So you need relatively smooth ground. It will take bumps, but it won't take big holes or sudden jumps up, like basically where the big grasses are, is where you can sort of see some of them coming up. But he didn't like them. Kept getting a bit stuck on some of them when they're a bit thick. So I imagine if this was rolled once, that'd be enough, though. Just medium smooth is what it needs to be, not perfectly smooth. So it's good, but if you are doing it on a bigger piece of land, a rougher piece of land, maybe get it rolled first. I'll just show you the charging station as well. As you can see, it's a pretty tidy little thing. I've been told you don't actually need this pole anymore if you've got it connected to Wi-Fi, because it will do the old GPS thing once you've mapped it out, and won't actually need the actual radar on the top. It will just do it off a little chip. But works well with this, so I'm going to leave it as is. And I'll just show you as well a little garage lid that you can get. And the radar and GPS, I guess, one of the main reasons why people would get this model, because it doesn't require anything in the ground to set your perimeter. It doesn't need wires or nothing. You pretty much just drive it around and then you're sorted. Looks pretty decent if I don't say so myself. Nice little smart addition to the edge of the lawn anyway. And yeah, when you're done, or when it's done, parks itself in there. As you can see, the little 2 pins at the back are where it plugs into charge. Which leads me on to runtime. An area like this is just about 450 square meters. It's going to take a charge and a bit, basically, to do. So when it says an hour and a half on the thing, you're probably talking more like 2 to 3 hours, because it's already got to stop to charge. But again, like I said, you don't have to do anything. It's going to do it itself. So it doesn't really cost you any time. As long as it does a good job, that's all you want from it, really, isn't it? And I've seen a few other ones online that are similar to this, and they do a similar job. This one, I have to say, though, working real well for me.